Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The Bold and the Beautiful weekly spoilers for October 28th to November 1st, Ridge sides with Steffy and Brooke snaps Ridge and Steffy team up and Brooke lose it. Spoilers for the Bold and the Beautiful. Ridge Forrester is siding with Steffy Forrester from October 28th to November 1st. Brooke Logan is also upset about it. Carter Walton is caught with Hope Logan on Monday's B&B. In a panic, Brooke storms inside the design office. It is a rerun of last week's events with additional details unveiled. Brooke finds it difficult to conceal this. She is aware that HFTF will be terminated as soon as Steffy learns. Hope will be raked over the coals by Steffy. Next week's spoilers for the Bold and the Beautiful reveal that Brooke captures Carter with accusations and Hope. Steffy. Brooke accuses Steffy of something concerning on Tuesday's episode of Bold and the Beautiful. Ridge is also harmed by Brooke. Ashley Brewer's character, Ivy Forrester, goes behind Steffy's back in the meanwhile. Ridge is asked to accept her jewelry line. And John McCook's character Eric Forrester wants it to happen. Hope makes a serious mistake in the middle of the week on B&B that can backfire. Ridge will be updated by Taylor Hayes, Krista Allen. She no longer has broken heart syndrome. According to teasers for Bold and the Beautiful, Brooke has a lot on her plate with Carter and Hope. Additionally, Steffy was aiming at her daughter. B&B November sweeps, Steffy's power move and Sheila's unsettling decor with Ridge's support. Thursday is Halloween. Bold and the Beautiful begins its November sweeps on the same day. Thus, Kimberlyn Brown's character Sheila Carter makes Il Giardino as eerie as possible. Carter visits and strikes up a conversation with Deacon Sharp. In addition, irate Steffy takes a bold step as co-CEO. She starts a domino effect. It transforms everything. Ridge supports Steffy on Friday's Bold and Beautiful. And at Forrester Creations, that alters the power dynamics. Ridge and Steffy can cause a stir with their combined 57.5% ownership. On B&B, they have the authority to make important choices. Thus, they can thwart Carter's scheme. Hope for the future can even be cancelled. They also have the option to reject the jewelry line. Although there has always been conflict in Brooke Logan's life, recent disclosures have put her into a deep emotional state where she is now doubting everyone in her life, even her own family. Her longtime nemesis and Ridge's daughter, Steffy Forrester, dropped the bombshell when she disclosed information that may potentially destroy Brooke's relationships and personal life. Steffy, whose disdain for Brooke and devotion to her mother Taylor Hayes have always driven her behavior, revealed details regarding Hope's paternity and Brooke's ex-lover, Deacon Sharp. Brooke's feeling of security has been completely upended by this revelation, which has forced her to confront her history with Deacon, the conflict in her family, and her stepdaughter's machinations. As the layers of this new drama come off, betrayals, ulterior motives, and the power struggle among those she once trusted are revealed, and the fallout is nothing short of devastating. Steffy's disclosure, an artful power play. Steffy would not turn down the chance to reveal a little-known aspect of Brooke's past. Steffy has seen Brooke establish herself as the focal point of the Forrester family throughout the years, meddling in Ridge's affairs and fostering a bitter feud with her mother, Taylor. Steffy has always been bitter because she feels that Brooke's influence has caused her family suffering, even though Brooke has made numerous attempts to solidify her position in Ridge's life. Steffy saw an opportunity to shift the scales and offer her mother a chance at the family reunion she had long wanted when she learned that Brooke had discreetly reconnected with Deacon. The timing of Steffy's disclosure of Brooke's continuous correspondence with Deacon was impeccable, and it had terrible results. She gave Brooke a bad reputation by disclosing this secret, raising doubts about her commitment to Ridge and raising the possibility of unresolved love for Deacon. Since Ridge has always been sensitive to Brooke's previous relationships and her sporadic errors in judgment, Steffy was well aware of the impact such an accusation would have on Ridge. Steffy not only rekindles Ridge's old fears by bringing up Deacon again, but she also uses her status as his daughter to discredit Brooke. In addition to revealing a secret, Steffy's confession was a calculated maneuver to establish herself and Taylor as Ridge's real family, the ones who genuinely cared about his welfare. Brooke's betrayal and horror, facing the past. Steffy's admission caught Brooke off guard because it revealed a portion of her past that she had assumed had been long forgotten. Brooke had never planned to revisit the relationship with Deacon. Their affair caused a huge controversy years ago that not only embarrassed Brooke but also strained her bond with her daughter Hope. Brooke had put in countless hours to mend her reputation and win back her family's trust, especially Ridge's. Brooke kept a respectful distance from Deacon when he returned to her life because she thought they could co-parent Hope together without rekindling their romance or emotional bonds. However, Steffy's choice to reveal her conversations with Deacon changed the perception of Brooke's motivations. Her attempts to keep the family together appeared dubious, and her discretion with Deacon suddenly appeared to be secrecy. Brooke was horrified to learn that her attempt to maintain good relations with Deacon had been turned into a story of treachery that threatened to destroy her marriage to Ridge. Brooke felt besieged and misunderstood as she tried to express her point of view to Ridge, who was struggling with his own uncertainties and annoyances. Brooke saw this revelation as a betrayal by Steffy, whom she had assumed would appreciate her place in the family rather than merely an attack on her character. Rather, Brooke was the target of criticism made to revisit traumatic experiences and had to defend herself against charges that were incredibly unjust. The Deacon's predicament, split between the past and the present. Deacon was caught in the middle of an unexpected tempest as Steffy's confession echoed through the household. His desire to reunite with his daughter Hope and establish a solid foundation following years of hardship had been the main driving force behind his comeback into Brooke's life. Despite the emotional burden of his prior relationship with Brooke, Deacon was determined to maintain their relationship amicable and instead concentrated on helping Hope and demonstrating his transformation. But now that Ridge and Steffy were examining him, Deacon found himself in a challenging situation where he had to face his residual affections for Brooke and his part in her life. Although he respected Brooke's boundaries, Deacon's unwavering devotion to her started to erode as a result of the circumstances surrounding Steffy's confession. In addition to endangering his hard-won stability, the scrutiny caused him to wonder where he fit into Brooke's life. Should he remain by her in spite of the consequences, or should he turn away to save her reputation and allay Ridge's fears? Despite Deacon's desire to avoid the drama, his history with Brooke was now brought to light, drawing him back into a pattern of miscommunications and broken relationships that he had long wished to escape. Steffy's admission served as a harsh reminder to Deacon that, despite his best efforts to move on, his past will always follow him and have an impact on everyone he loved. Ridge's response, split allegiances and persistent fears. Following Steffy's disclosure, Ridge was left reeling and had to confront the challenging issue of balancing his intense love for Brooke with the fears that had plagued their relationship for years. Ridge's connection with Brooke's past has always been complex, particularly in light of her relationship with Deacon. The notion that Brooke had kept in touch with Deacon without his knowledge felt like a betrayal of trust, bringing up old scars that Ridge believed had healed even though he was aware of their past affair. Ridge's response to the news was conflicted. Although he wanted to think that Brooke had good intentions, he couldn't deny how her relationship with Deacon affected his sense of security. Ridge was put in a difficult situation after Steffy's disclosure since he had to decide whether to stand by his wife or support his daughter. On the one hand, he recognized Steffy's worries and her wish to shield the family from more scandal. However, he was aware that questioning Brooke's allegiance may destroy their marriage, which had already withstood innumerable hardships. Ridge's struggle turned into a battlefield for his personal fears, making him wonder if his love for Brooke would be able to endure another upheaval. Ridge struggled to decide between his wife's steadfast love and his daughter's worries as he wrestled with these emotions and recognized that his choice may either strengthen or weaken the bonds within his family. Family disagreement, arguments and disagreements. Due to the emotions sparked by Steffy's disclosure, the Forrester family was split, with loyalty changing and trust deteriorating. Hope, Brooke's daughter, was incensed at Steffy's behavior because she believed her mother was being unfairly singled out. Hope, who had a tense relationship with her half-sister Steffy, wasn't going to overlook the news since she believed it was a planned attempt to discredit Brooke. Despite the possibility of conflict with Ridge and the Forrester family, Hope remained at her mother's side, trying to help her get through the tragedy. She advised Brooke to maintain her position and not allow Steffy's meddling to cause strife within their family. Taylor, Ridge's ex-girlfriend and Steffy's mother, took advantage of the chance to re-enter Ridge's life and provide him with consolation and encouragement. Steffy's disclosure appeared to support Taylor's long-held belief that Brooke's presence produced instability in Ridge's life. Another level of complexity was introduced by Taylor, who gently urged Ridge to reconsider his relationship with Brooke, implying that maybe it was time to concentrate on creating a more stable home life. Her presence further widened the gulf, entangling Ridge in a web of competing allegiances and unresolved emotions. ###Will Brooke take retaliation or redemption as his next step? Brooke was confronted with a crucial decision following Steffy's disclosure. Would she back down from the drama or defend her marriage and family? Although Brooke was saddened, she began to regain her strength after realizing how crucial it was to stand up for what she believed. She was aware that accepting Steffy's charges would enable Steffy to carry on meddling in their lives while also validating Ridge's misgivings. Brooke made the decision to face the matter head-on, promising to demonstrate her loyalty and win back Ridge's trust since she was determined to preserve her marriage and cleanse her name. Brooke, however, was well aware that Steffy's actions were motivated by power as much as family. As she readied herself to deal with the consequences, Brooke realized that this was more than just a simple mistake to resolve, it was a struggle for her position in the Forrester family. She started to plan with Deacon by her side, debating whether to be more bold and refute Steffy's assertions with her own facts regarding the extent Steffy would go to in order to discredit her. A pivotal moment was reached when Brooke decided to fight, laying the groundwork for a confrontation in which power, truth, and family loyalty would all be factors. In the end, Steffy's disclosure has changed the dynamics in the Logan and Forrester families, putting a long-lasting cloud over Brooke's marriage and making each member face their own fears and allegiances. The battle lines are drawn as Brooke gets ready for the difficulties that lie ahead, preparing for a dramatic confrontation in which the weight of treachery and the price of loyalty will redefine what family really means.